Hi Year 3, welcome to our lesson on multiplication. This lesson, we're going to be building on some of the work we've done previously, both in our addition unit and in our multiplication unit that we did the week before last. This week we're going to be really focusing on trying to develop our calculation strategies in our books. So we're going to look at it as a visual, but we're also going to look at what the calculation would look like and why we do what we do when we're calculating. Okay, so this first one we're going to do 23 multiplied by 2. So I should be able to see two groups of 23. If we look over here onto our place value grid, you can see that I've made 23 here and down below it 23 again. So you can see 23 twice, 2 times. That helps us because now I'm going to look at my ones column. So look here, these are my ones, aren't they? 3 ones, and I'm multiplying it by 2, so I want to see two groups of it. So the first calculation I'm doing is 3 times 2, or 2 times 3. Looking over here in my ones column, I can see that I've got two groups of 3. Okay, so all together I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Because these are ones, I'm going to put the 6 in my ones column to represent these 6 ones over here. Now I'm moving over to my tens column. This time I've got two groups of 2 tens. So this 2 here is in my tens column, so I've got 2 times 2 tens. So 2 times 2 is 4. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. But because they're tens, the 4 needs to be put in my tens column, because really that's not 4, is it? That's 40, because all of those are tens. So the answer to 23, sorry, I'm just trying to get rid of that, 23 multiplied by 2 is 46. Okay, so as a calculation, we start in our ones column. 3 times 2 is 6. Then over to the tens column. 2 times 2 is 4. My total, 46. Okay, moving on to a slightly harder one. This time we're going to have too many ones in our ones column, so we're going to have to do a bit of an exchange and take some of our ones into our tens column. So this time we're doing 26 multiplied by 2. Two groups of 26. One group of 26. Two groups of 26. Again, we've split it up, we partitioned it into our 2 tens and our 6 ones, and the same with the group below. 2 tens, 20, and 6 ones. Again then, we're going to look at our ones column first. We always start with our ones column. So here in our ones column, you can see I've got 6 multiplied by 2. Two groups of 6, or 6 groups of 2. 6 times 2 in my ones column. I'm multiplying those two numbers. Here's my two groups of 6. Altogether, we've got 12. We know that 12 is too many to put in our ones column. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to group 10 of my ones together. Okay, so our 10 ones arranged like that are exactly the same as a tower of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ones. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is I need to take those 10 ones over into my tens column, and I'm going to pop them down there at the bottom. Okay, so here now we've only got 2 left, but we've carried 10 into the tens column. So down here, I'm going to write 1 to show that I've moved 10 ones into my tens column. So I've got an extra 10 in there. Okay. Then looking at my ones column, there's only 2 of them left. So that's the part that goes into my ones column. Okay. Looking carefully then, 6 times 2 is 12. 2 ones, and my 10 part of my 12 is carried. Now we can start to look at the tens column. This time I've got 2 times 2. 2 groups of 2 tens. So 2 times 2 I know is 4, but I've got 1 10 more that I have to add in. So I've got 4, add 1 10, which is this 10 over here that we carried, which is altogether 5 tens. Altogether 52. Okay, very last one. This time going just a little bit harder still, but just the same as we've done before. So over here, my calculation, 36 multiplied by 3. 3 groups of 36. Here's group 1, 3 tens and 6 ones. Group 2, 3 tens and 6 ones, 36. And group 3, 3 tens and 6 ones. So 3 lots of 36. This time in my ones column, I've got 3 groups of 6. 3 times 6. Okay, all together 3 times 6 is 18. But again, I've got the same kind of problem because some of those are too many to go in my ones column. So, like I did last time, I'm going to group together 10 of my ones. Those need to now go into the tens column over here like that. Doesn't want to go. There we go, gone this time. Okay, so I'm going to pop them down there. I've put them a little bit low, but I can't for the box. So pop them down there into my tens column. So that's where I draw a little one, a little exchange, a little carry of the 10 ones that I've moved across into my tens column. Now I'm just left with my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ones. Okay, so they go in your ones column. So looking again carefully, 6 times 3 or 3 times 6 is 18. 8 ones, and we carry the tens part of that number into the tens column, just like we did with our resources over here. Now we've got 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But remember, we're dealing with tens, so we would need to put a 9 in our ones column, in our tens column, sorry. Okay, 9 tens is 90. But we've got a carry down here, we've got another group of 10. So we have to do 9, add 1 is 10. So for this one, we're going to put our 0 into our tens column, and our 1 goes in our hundreds column, giving us an answer of 108. Okay, so just to go through that again, starting with our ones column, 6 times 3 is 8. With our 10 over there, 6 times 3 is 18. So we've got our 8 and our 10 carried into our tens column. Next column, 3 times 3 is 9, but then we have to add our carry on, so 9 add 1 is 10. 0 goes in that column, and my 1 goes into my hundreds column, giving me 108. Have a go at the questions on the sheet and see how you get on.